Good evening, everyone. Welcome to general public comment. For those participating in person, when called upon, please come to the podium.
During a brief moment at the podium,
Good afternoon, Council.
high schoolers hope elected officials are listening.
And make sure it's understood that gun violence in schools is not going to be accepted anymore.
So we need help.
Students from East High School spoke in front of Denver City Council wearing a state championship jacket for a soccer teammate who isn't here.
Luis is a super strong kid. There's nothing he could have done to deserve this.
Luis Garcia was shot near campus last week. While the 16-year-old fights for his life, his friends feel it's important to speak up.
When it happens to someone so close to you, it really puts things in perspective. And we have become inspired to come here and instill change. And we hope and challenge you to do the same.
They don't want leaders to ignore their fear and pain. The kid's soccer coach feels it before another trip to see Luis at the hospital.
I almost wish they would, as part of their tenure, would have to see somebody in intensive care and have to see what the reality is. And maybe that would lead to action.
Students are looking for the violence to stop. So is a former East High teacher.
I am so tired of having to explain to children why we need to set up a GoFundMe campaign to support the livelihoods of their classmates' families.
They hope a moment at a podium can help encourage change in the future.
I'm here to listen to our students. I hope you do as well.
Luis, the soccer coach, said one of his players heard the gunshots that day. The student went to work and 4 hours later found out what had happened, learning he heard his friend being shot. Kyle, this is just a shock to so many, let alone teenagers. We're talking about 16, 17-year-olds that are going through this.
Yeah, in an environment where they're expected to go back just a couple days later and learn and function and everything else.
You talk about the mental health trauma that some of these kids have to go through too. It's so difficult for them to just go back and feel like everything's normal. And that was one of the reasons they want to speak in front of city council members. This is not normal to them.
All right, Kelly Rinke, thank you.